Yo, this is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and this is a follow-up again to a story that I covered about David Gomoh. Today, 4 people have been convicted of fatally stabbing the 24-year-old NHS worker who lived in South London. Mohammed Jalal, Vagnu Kolibali, David Tor, and another 17-year-old male from the Telford area have been convicted after a 6-week trial that concluded on Wednesday the 11th of August. They will be sentenced on the 17th of September. David was stabbed at least 9 times by the group as they walked down Freemasons Road in E16 while on the phone to his girlfriend. He managed to make his way home before he fell on the ground outside and passed away. Detective Inspector Lawrence Smith said David was a young man with ambitions to make something of himself, and his life was cruelly taken away at the age of 24. He was not involved in any gangs and was mistaken by the group for someone they knew. His only crime in their eyes was that he lived in the wrong part of Newham and he was classed as a rival. His family not only had to deal with the trauma of witnessing him dying outside their home, but now have to face the reality of living without their son and also a brother. The court heard that on Sunday the 26th of April 2020, the group, who all had links to gangs CGE, armed themselves with knives and set out from a hotel in Stratford towards Canning Town in a stolen car fitted with false plates. They had one purpose, and it was to hunt out a rival from Canning Town and kill him. CCTV played in court showed that less than an hour before they set upon David, the defendants came across another man who was chased, carrying their weapons in their hand. Fortunately, he managed to outrun the group, and cameras on board a bus captured the car turning its lights off and stopped beside David, who turned to run as the doors opened, and the attack itself was caught on CCTV. His girlfriend, who he was speaking to at the time, said she heard a male voice say, "Where are you from?" before the phone call ended. Detectives from the Metropolitan Crime Command quickly began an investigation, and the stolen car found abandoned on Lincoln Road, E18, less than a mile from the scene of the stabbing. A pair of sunglasses were found on the back seat of the vehicle, the DNA linking them to Mohammed Jalal. Another pair of sunglasses were recovered from the scene, with DNA from the 17-year-old that was found upon the left arm. CCTV also showed 4 defendants meeting up earlier that day, leaving the same hotel in Forest Gate and walking down the road where they parked their car the previous evening. The car itself was captured numerous times on CCTV as the journey was made south towards Freemasons Road. During the search of Tora's address, a series of graphic drawings were located that appeared to depict the stabbing. Not only was the address of the murder identified, but the clothing worn by the group was also shown. The 4 defendants set out that night, ready and armed for savage violence, and it was obvious from the evidence gathered from the attack that it was premeditated. They did not know David, and they did not care who he was or where he was from. He was simply a fair target in their petty game. Can you even imagine what that must be like for a young man that had nothing to do with anything, and he was just chased down for the sheer fact that he just lived in a different area? And the insanity, because there's no other way to explain it. What else do you explain these pictures that convicted them, where it says captions such as, "I know my man, he's involved," and the picture of David states, "I'm not involved, please don't stab me." So it's just like, it is like a game. There's nothing. What else do you say to kids that are gonna draw their own murders? These kids need serious help, and I just don't get, where do we go from here? Where do we go when kids are convicting themselves by drawing pictures of their own murders? I'm seriously lost, and I really need someone to come and try and help. How do we educate the kids to explain that this is not something they want to do with their life? Walking around murdering people who have nothing to do with anything does not get you clout or credit or respect. All it does is take somebody away from their family and send you away for a long time. So I really appreciate you joining me today. Please pay respects to David in the comments. And again, any ideas that you have for any community projects that anybody's working on, I'm always here to get involved, support, and even help out if possible. So please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.